Good afternoon, YouTube. Happy Friday, diecast collectors and enthusiasts. Picked this up today. It's a pretty cool little find. I'm not big on M2, so this right here is available for trade or sale. Limited to only 3,500 pieces. I have to say, as far as auto haulers go, it's one of the nicer ones I've seen. Shout out to SKDC, Street Kings Diecast, Murder Mitten on Instagram for this gem. I've been wanting this. I posted up not too long ago on IG and made a trade the day I made the post. So thank you for that. I think your name's Brian. I really appreciate that, bro. And now we get on to an awesome trade box. I have no idea how long this video is going to take. This is a trade that I made with Paul Roselle. Paul Roselle and Dreadnok are the two best guys to trade with, in my opinion. I mean, I've traded with a lot of guys, and I haven't had any issues. I've been lucky. But these two guys have amazing stuff, and they're always easy to deal with. And usually get a lot of nice extra stuff, too. So I do try to return that favor. All right, so starting out, damn, this thing is awesome. Looks like, so this is a Projects in Progress 1981 Chevy Malibu. This came in a trade from SKDC Murder Mitten. Awesome car. So glad to have this in my collection. Metal on metal, rubber tires with tread. It's the only 1981 Malibu that I have that has a metal base and rubber tires. So first car in my trade with Paul, we got this, what looks like a Buick Skylark, maybe? Buick GS, another Projects in Progress car. Got the Uniroyal tire. Man, that just looks killer. And this one is also metal on metal, painted metal base. Rubber tires with tread. Here's a car I've been wanting. I've actually been looking at this one on eBay. Glad I never pulled the trigger on it. It's a Dukes of Hazzard car. And I want to say this is Daisy's 72 Plymouth Roadrunner, if I'm not mistaken. Oh man, this thing is bad. I don't know, don't really know what my deal is lately with Johnny Lightning, but I've been very much into Johnny Lightning stuff lately. So this is metal on metal, rubber tires with no tread, but rubber tires nonetheless. Another Johnny Lightning car. This looks to be from RC2 or Tomek. It's a plastic base. The Ottawa Police looks to be, what is that, a Plymouth Fury. Some nice detail on it though. Just a big old cop car. The light looks a little bit odd, but not too bad. Really cool car. Alright, this next one is a Racing Champions, but I think it's the same tooling as the Johnny Lightning. And I do want to actually add a Johnny Lightning one of these to my collection. But I still really dig this one. This is a Racing Champions AMC Pacer. Really cool little car. Man, another one. Alright, so if you've watched any of my other trade videos from Paul, he seems to have a bottomless pit of these 77 Monacos. This was an extra. Man, this thing is killer. I dig it. Love that baby blue color. That looks real good. Golly, there's just so much. I'll tell you what, for most of these being loose, these are very, very well packed for being loose cars. Oh yeah, this thing is awesome. I came off of one of my... This is one of his personal collection cars. So I basically said, hey, would you come off of one of your PC cars if I came off of one of mine? So what did I give up? My blue Porsche Tomek Limited Vintage. That was my personal collection car that was not on the table. But I do love this. I love this casting from Johnny Lightning. It looks so good. It's hard to find. They've gotten tough to find, and they are kind of pricey when you do find them. But this Tahoe looks really good. Little bit of a wheelbase issue, but the rest of the casting looks so good. I don't really worry about it too much. It is metal on metal, rubber tires with tread. A lot of really nice detail on this car. I have this casting in silver, so pretty happy to add white. And that's your Tahoe. Here's your, I just happen to have the Silverado out. I think the Silverado's a little bit newer body style than the Tahoe. I think the Tahoe is the early to mid 90s. Or no, 97. And I think this might be like a 2000. The truck doesn't say. Alright, let's see what else we got, because there is so much more to get to. Another projects in progress car. This is from either RC2 or Tomek, because it's a plastic base, plastic wheels, but still a really sharp looking Mustang. Nevertheless, oh yeah, this thing is so sick. I love it. Alright, so let me take that off of there. So I showed you this Projects in Progress 1981 Malibu. Every now and then you will find the finished version of the restoration car. Every now and then they make it. I guess this would be the closest one. So that makes, I think, number 4 and number 5. This one has a plastic base but does have rubber tires. So to have 5 of these 81 Malibus is pretty awesome, because those cars, they're expensive to get. Here we have a Desoto Fireflight Auburn Police. That is awesome. Another metal on metal, rubber tires with tread. Really cool police car. Dude, this thing is awesome too, except I just lost a tire. That is so cool. I love these old Chevy Blazers. So I don't know what's going on with this one. I don't know what series it's from. But there is some really cool detail on the back of this. I mean, this... I really want to see Greenlight put this truck out. I mean, they've got the Cheyenne. So they basically... It wouldn't take much to retool it. And just shorten up the bed and then cast, you know, a top. But let's check out all the bumper stickers and stuff that... Yeah, Johnny Lightning. I don't know what the... I don't know what those ones say. JL 07. That is just awesome. I love stuff like that. I love bumper stickers on 1/64 scale diecast. You don't see it too often, but every now and then. Dude, there's just so many freaking cars in here. I'm not even halfway done, I don't think. Maybe right. Oh. This car. This car right here was on his nope, not gonna trade it list. I had to come off of a car that I really, really like in order to get this, and I'm glad that I did. Check this thing out. That right there is a Chevy Monte Carlo Aero Coupe, a very rare car. There's a guy in the neighborhood next to me who has one of these, a white one. And yeah, this thing is awesome. This is actually my first Johnny Lightning Monte Carlo. I don't know much about this, but I think it's pretty hard to find, and I don't think it's a cheap one to get. So I am definitely stoked to have this, and it's got rubber tires with tread, so I'm digging that. Paul and I actually got into a discussion about who makes the nicer Monte Carlo between Johnny Lightning and Greenlight. I would have to say this is a really nice Monte Carlo, but based on the Johnny Lightning Monte Carlo and the Greenlight Monte Carlo that I have, I would give the edge to Greenlight. But that's basing it off of one car of each. So, and it's not by much either. I really do like this car, though. That is sick. The Aero Coupe is just awesome. It's awesome that Greenlight, or that Johnny Lightning did that. That was a really rare car. So here, this next one's a 55 Chevy Belair. Beat the heat. Oh, it's like Christmas, opening all these cars. So this 55 Chevy is pretty sweet here. This one does have plastic tires, but not a big deal. When you have that much detail, it doesn't bother me too much. Kind of the same thing with this one. 66 Ford Mustang projects in progress. Kind of building up a pretty nice little collection of these projects in progress cars. This one is metal on metal, but it does have plastic tires. It's a heavy little car. Oh yeah, this was another one. This was another one I forgot about. You can never have enough of these. Never have enough of the Caprice Wagon. Beautiful car. Dude. All right, this one is in the packaging. I'm going to just cut it out of the packaging because I'm a loose collector. Old Johnny Lightning John Deere. And it's a Johnny Lightning casting that I actually do not have. Greenlight's bringing one of these out. So this thing is pretty sweet. It's a 1955 Ford. I'll get my Caprice. Check out that detail. So this would be kind of like the restored version of the Projects in Progress, and a little bit different color. That is probably my favorite Projects in Progress car, is that Caprice Wagon, because they roached out the dash. To me, that's incredible. But this thing is awesome. It's a 55 Ford panel. It's also metal on metal with rubber tires with tread. You've got the John Deere livery, which pretty awesome. I love the tan colored interior, the black wiper blades, all of the weather stripping around the glass looks really good. Front end looks really good. That's just a really cool panel. I dig it. All right, Dreadnok. I was talking to you earlier. This is the car I think that we were talking about. If this is the same car, and no, that's not it. But that car, well, shoot, here it is. Oh, it's another Projects in Progress. Dirty version and clean version, it looks like. Okay, so this car here, this is the one that I was talking about, Dreadnok. This car is extremely hard to find, and like I guess it's like a unicorn. Like you cannot just go onto eBay and find this car. So I don't know. I don't know the backstory to it. I just know that a few people that I know that are hardcore Johnny Lightning collectors have told me that this car, you just can't find it. And it's wow, that detail's awesome. Check that out. Like the primer is sanded down to the raw metal. Bondo stuff going on. It's missing a hood. That is killer. So Dreadnok, tell me what you think. Is that the same one you have? If it's not, then I'm just shooting my mouth off, not knowing what I'm talking about. So that is a 69 Dodge Coronet. And actually, that's the Projects in Progress. Here it is, completely done. So that's really cool to have the restoration car and have the finished product car. And these are both exactly the same tooling. They're both 1969 Dodge Coronet. So really cool there to have that pair. This one, as you can see, has the hood on it. They're both metal on metal, rubber tires with tread. So we're getting down to the last few cars. I think there's only one more loose car. And this is a Firebird. Oh, that is sick. That thing looks real good. My grandma had a car just like this. Without the spoiler, though. So this is... that actually feels like a metal base. 1973 Pontiac Firebird. Metal on metal, rubber tires with tread. So this is a black painted metal base. And this car is sick. It's a 73. I don't think... I know I don't have this casting, but I don't... Like, 1973, I think, is a pretty uncommon year for this car in this scale diecast. All right, I got 3 more cars, all on card. I'm going to start with, I love this Firebird. My grandma's was the same color and everything. That's really cool. That is a keeper. They're all keepers, but you know. All right, so this is from Beat the Heat. I don't know what this was. You know, Johnny Lightning, they had the Forever 64, then they had the 2.0. I'm not sure where this fits into all of that. It's one of the bigger gray cards, which I will show you in a minute. I think it's a learning curve era. And it's a Beat the Heat. And as you can see, it is a Chevy Vega wagon. So I'm going to take that wagon out of that package. Wow, thing looks great. It is heavy. It's metal on metal. Rubber tires with tread. It has the opening hood. The light bar. That thing is so sick, man. Here I thought it was going to have plastic wheels, and that thing is awesome. Metal on metal, rubber tires with tread, and all kinds of really cool detail on that car. So I think I have this casting with just the stock hood and no light bar, because I think this is one casting that they have brought out since the relaunch, the little Vega wagon. But this has like all the window decals. See, that to me, I love that stuff on these cars. So that's just awesome. All right, and then this one here is so... Dude, I just love getting stuff like this. I just love it. Oh, I just love it. It's so cool. All right, I'm going to move this one along. All right, so this is Tony era Johnny Lightning. I want to say it's a 2012-ish. And I have this casting as a... I think I might have it as a police car. I know I have it as a police car. I think I have it as a taxi car. But I don't have a civilian model until now, unless... See, I like this because it can go 2 ways. It can either be a civilian model or maybe like an unmarked police car model. But it's so sharp looking. I love that color. I love the color. You got the black Steelies with the little silver hubcaps. Now, one thing that was kind of funky on this casting is the windows. And I asked in a previous video, if any of you guys know, is this the same tooling that they use for the 95 Impala? Please let me know, because they look very, very similar. And I have that casting, the Impala SS. I should just... Thing is, I packed it and I don't want to dig it out. But the windows on it look just like this, how they're real... like Coca-Cola bottle looking. I love this casting though. That is just so awesome. Big old Chevy Caprice. It's a really cool color. Alright, and here we go with the last one. Last car. It's so cool. I don't know if I want to open it though. because this is a really tough one to find. Really tough one to find. All right, well, here you go. These these road tripping cars are very, very difficult to find. $3.29 at Toys R Us. This is the Chevelle Wagon. I do love my Johnny Lightning wagons, but yeah, just really hard cars to find. And then on top of this one, you got a White Lightning. So the card it's not perfect, but it's definitely not bad. So I'm going to have to think on this one. I'm definitely not going to open it in this video. If I do open it, you can rest assured that I will open it on camera. One other car I want to crack open before I wrap up the video. I found this. Nothing special, but ooh, I do like that. I like that it has that little plastic molding, because I can try to use that with one of my Auto World cars. And I have to say, I'm really digging what Racing Champions is doing with these cars. I mean, I don't think they're as nice as Greenlight, but they sure are nice. An old Ford Galaxy. I like this one because it's just black on black. It's like almost like a murdered out cop car. Because I think they had the other Tennessee State Trooper livery too. That's not. It's like a tan color and black. But I just thought that looked really cool. And this guy right here looks like he could be the driver of the car. So anyways, that was another amazing Johnny Lightning haul from Paul Rosell. And man, my Johnny Lightning collection is really developing into a nice collection. I want to show this car again because I didn't notice till just now, but on this car, I don't know if you can even see it. Try to look at those tires. Dirty, dusty. I noticed on the Projects in Progress Caprice Wagon, the tires on that are almost like weathered, and you can see what they did there. Just a lot of awesome detail that they put in these cars. God, this haul is so sick, man. I can't get over how sick this haul is. All right, so we're creeping at a half hour here. Let's try to wrap it up here. Let me see if I can better the light. Should have angled those the other way. All right, so here's what we got. We got the Buick Skylark Projects in Progress. We got the 81 Malibu Projects in Progress. SKDC Murder Mitten, thank you. I'm going to make sure I post this up on IG, give you a shout out. The rest of all of this was from Paul Rosell. Projects in Progress: Mustang, Tahoe, Blazer, Caprice, Belair. I mean, these are just sick Johnny Lightning cars. Sick. That thing right there is just unbelievable. Caprice Wagon is awesome. man, that Aero Coupe is truly one of the crown jewels of my Johnny collection. So, shout out to Paul Roselle. I really appreciate the trade. I look forward to the next one. Dreadnok, I look forward to our next trade. I know that you have some stuff I'm interested in, so just let me know what of my stuff, what you are looking for, and hopefully we can work something out. Can't forget about the White Lightning Chevelle Wagon. That thing is just awesome. Love it. So there you go. Happy Friday, everybody. Go out and find you some awesome diecast this weekend. Maybe hit up eBay and find yourself some awesome Johnny Lightning. I certainly plan on doing that this weekend at some point. So, but anyways, that's it. That's going to do it. You all have a good weekend. I will holler at the next one.